You have a blessed day. Now, folks, this one's a little bit special to me because I grew up in a home. We had a little plumbing outfit out there in Winsboro, Texas. And the same year I graduated high school, I went to Austin, Texas, and took the journeyman plumber exam. So I kind of grew up doing the plumbing trade, and then I moved on into to getting to where I am today. So again, this subject's always a little bit special to me. Final inspection items to be considered. A readily accessible shutoff valve on the cold water side of the water heater is required by code. The water heater temperature relief valve must safely discharge to the outside of the building or to another approved means per the IRC. The discharge pipe should be rated for the temperature served. Typically, CPVC or copper is acceptable. Water lines in attics, garages, and unconditioned spaces must be protected from freezing. Provide backflow protection in accordance with the code. Provide pressure reducing valves and thermal expansion tanks per code and per the manufacturer's installation guide when the water pressure exceeds 80 psi or a backflow prevention device or check valve is installed. Cleanout should be accessible. A septic tank cleanout within 5 feet of the foundation wall but not closer than 18 inches should be provided. Air admittance valves must be installed per manufacturer's installation instructions. One main stack must run to the exterior for positive pressure. Shower compartment access doors shall have a minimum clear opening of 22 inches. Water closet seats are required. Speaking of water closet, seal the base of the water closet per code. Fixtures in contact with walls and floors, the contact area shall be watertight. This is where the provision requires the water closet be sealed to the floor. Cleanout should be accessible. A septic cleanout should be within 5 feet of the foundation wall but not closer than 18 inches. Must be provided. This allows for adequate use of rodding or using sewer machines. Air admittance valves, they must be installed per the manufacturer's installation instructions. Shower compartment access doors should have a minimum clear opening of 22 inches. This can also be checked by the building inspector. Water closet seats are required. Seal and caulk the base of the water closets per the 2018 IRC. Now this was changed in the 2021. Fixtures in contact with walls and floors is the area that we go to in the code to see that language. An air admittance valve is a one-way valve designed to allow air into the plumbing drainage system as water drains from the fixture, creating a negative pressure in the piping. The device pulls air from the room in which the fixture is located, and except for the one required through the roof vent, is an alternative to venting to the outside air. The valve is designed to close by gravity and seal the terminal under the no-flow conditions to prevent introduction of sewer gas into the dwelling. Access is required to the air admittance valve. Use of air admittance valves may be an alternative to island venting for kitchen islands or laboratories, or for venting other isolated fixtures. The weight of the expansion tank filled with water is supported by the system piping. Therefore, it is important that, where appropriate, the piping be suitably braced. The tank may be installed vertically, which is the preferred method, or horizontally. The tank must be properly supported in the horizontal position. The support of the expansion tank shouldn't, in my opinion, rely solely upon the piping, especially with the piping systems we're seeing today. Now, the one you see here, I'm a little more comfortable with, but still, it's a lot of strain, I think, on those threads. So I like the fact that they use this strap to help. So it comes down to a judgment call. Pull the manufacturer's installation instructions. Basically, what they're going to tell you is should be properly supported. Well, that leaves it to you to make a decision. So use your best judgment. Water heaters located in the garage shall be elevated 18 inches. Also provide impact protection per IRC section M1307.3. Expansion tanks shall be supported per manufacturer's installation guide. For tankless water heaters, the manufacturer's installation instructions should be available for the inspector. Concern about the exhaust under soffits is quite often an issue. and compliance methods must be demonstrated. Penetration to the roof should terminate at least 6 inches above the roof. Roof boots should be installed. This should be confirmed at some point, either during the rough or the final inspection. It's amazing to me that we have to even tell folks this sometimes, but again, properly insulating piping that's running in an attic is critical. Depending on what part of the country you're in, it's probably more critical. There are certain local ordinances that prohibit this installation. To me, it's just bad policy to see anything like this, and this installation is not the greatest either. So, protect the seams, but again, it's a judgment call. Some jurisdictions have very strict requirements concerning backflow devices and other things like that. What we're seeing here, though, is a pressure reducing valve. It's preset at a certain pressure that usually takes care of things once you install it. But it's always a good idea to go out and check the flow velocity. The one thing you see in the picture on the right where the guy's got the valve open and kind of checking the flow, I recommend you also open water up somewhere else in the building, and that way you get a true flow velocity. And you want to protect against water hammer, things like that, and other methods. And of course, one of those methods is using water hammer arresters. I like this little setup they have here for this washing machine box. But remember, your washing machines, your ice makers, all these different things need some kind of water hammer arrestor protection. So any quick closing valve, that includes the dishwasher. Oftentimes the water for the dishwasher, people forget about that one. So that's something else to think about. Just common sense here, folks. I mean, anti-scald valves, it's a shame we have to mandate this, but they need to be set properly and check the temperature of the water. Some folks, say 110, some 120 for the hot water. Again, children and folks, as we age a little bit, we're very sensitive with our skin, so the hot water can become a real hazard. All the big box blue and orange looking stores love to sell these things. Just because they sell it at the store doesn't mean it's code compliant. These are not permitted by the code whatsoever. These little corrugated, goofy looking things, just bad practice all the way around. It shows very amateur installation, lazy installation in my opinion. But again, they're not permitted by the code. Here we see a requirement for access to the pump side, the motor side for Whirlpool tubs. They can be creative sometimes. Look at the manufacturer's installations also, and be thinking about the fact, how would you remove that motor if you had to change it out? So just because they got a little hole that you can put your hand in and check something, that's not going to help you. Now what I see a lot of times too is they put the GFCI receptacle back inside this space. That's not good. There should be GFCI protection, agreed, if you have a receptacle, but it should be controlled at the breaker panel. Some think that the access is only in the mechanical code for the mechanical equipment. That's not the case at all. If you have any kind of water heaters or anything up in the attic, you've got to have access. Now this one is a picture that just came off the free stuff you get on the internet, but that water heater laying on the side is just, I don't know, it's just, I just shake my head when I see something like that. But again, you need to have access to the equipment. Backflow of the sewage that could go into a residential structure is critical to have. This is sometimes regulated by the local utilities, the water and sewer department, but a lot of times the inspector also needs to be checking on this. If you've got a subdivision or you've got a house that's on a low lying area, this can be a problem. So proper backflow of the sewage is critical, and it protects the home, protects the investment that so many people make their whole lives in. So it's a critical part of the code. A couple of notes concerning water closets in the final inspection. Where the fixture comes in contact with walls and floors, the contact area shall be made watertight. This is section P2705, requiring caulking the base of the water closet. Also, clearance considerations. There shall be a clearance of not less than 21 inches in front of a water closet, lavatory, or bidet to any wall, fixture, or door. Okay, you've made it this far. Thank you for your attention. I ask please that you buy me a cup of coffee. Like and subscribe on YouTube so that we can continue these videos for other folks. And if you'd like a copy of the residential inspection checklist or maybe a little quiz that we have written up based on the residential code, you can get that by sending me an email to the email address you see here, which is dolesmichael@gmail.com. So please like, subscribe, support this work. If you would like to have Doles Enterprises come out and do a presentation in person to your group, we can certainly discuss that. Just depends on logistics and a few other things, but we'll do whatever we can. So visit our other videos, and we appreciate everything that you're doing, and we appreciate your attention. Mike Doles again. Just wanted to let you know that we're concluding this session, and I ask you to please go to the next session and take your time. Please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. This is how we're able to offer this free. And also anything you can do to buy me a cup of coffee or any other way you can do to help support this, we certainly do appreciate it. So just proceed to the next session. Take it at your own pace. Don't become overwhelmed. You're not going to know it all to begin with if you're just now starting out in this profession as a building inspector.